Hello, everyone. I'm Lobby Clint. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. Sorry I'm a little late today. Um, a lot of craziness today. So first, let you guys know I was in the city and showing some monks around because today's the last day possible that I can possibly help them out and show them around because I'm the only monk who speaks English and is apparently able to use Google. But it's okay. So I got to show them around to some different places, but also while doing my part, public transportation is it takes a lot longer than being able to drive. So plus traffic and etc. But anyways, I'm glad I'm here, and I hope you all have been practicing your homework, having relaxation and awareness. And so let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Eric. Hello, Dad. Hello, Vivi, Pat, Mom, Julie, and iPhone. Thanks for joining here on Zoom. Also, everyone watching on YouTube. I see Hakuzo. Yes, I see. He's like, hello, what's going on? As well as everyone watching on. Oh, actually, I think Facebook's not working today. Oh well. Let me see if that works. Nope, that didn't do anything either. Well, sorry, Facebook. It's not going on Facebook today. Well, us to have a long silence. So let's begin our practice. So as always, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. As we know, relaxation is a very important first step. Even though most of us are regular meditators, never overlook relaxation. Take your time, adjust as you need to. That way, with a strong foundation, a strong beginning, allows us to sit longer and be able to get closer and closer or keep our peace longer and longer. And once your body is nice and comfortable, or at least comfortable enough, we move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. But it's a light focus, not too intense, not too intent. It's light and gentle. There's no need to force or push. Always take your time. And this is also speaking as an experienced meditator. The more we try to rush, the slower we move forward. And sometimes we end up moving backward instead. Because when we started moving forward, it was because we stopped trying. We allowed it to happen naturally. But once we started to go inward, we enjoyed it, of course. And then we wanted it more. And sadly, that want ended up holding us back. making us try too hard, trying to make it happen again. We have to remember, in order to make it happen again, we must do the same as we did the first time or the times before. And how we get there is by slowing down, letting it happen naturally, allowing the dust to settle, not trying to kick it all away. That's why I always like to say that meditation is a mini vacation, an opportunity to relax your body and your mind. And that's what's very important. Reminding yourself, even as we start to meditate more regularly, we're starting to have experiences, feeling that calm, that peace more often. To continue to feel it, we must do it correctly, not unintentionally forcing or pushing. This is why meditation starts to feel, in some other techniques, we'll say, dull, almost boring. The reason for this is the expectation, trying to make it happen again. And how do they push the dullness? Is to finally let go. Going back to the basics again. Relaxation and awareness. Or let it go and let it be. Meditation really is that simple. Just remembering to go back to the basics. Relax your body. Relax your mind. You'll start to let go. And after you let go, then you let it be. If you try to let it be before letting go, that's where tension and discomfort starts to happen. The expectation of, or putting expectation upon yourself, feeling, I've been meditating for years. I know what I'm doing. I should know what I'm doing. I should reach a deeper level easily. These are very bad things to do during meditation. Instead, today's a new experience. Just enjoy, allow it to happen, and remind yourself to center, to have your mind slow down whenever your mind starts to wander. But still be gentle, forgiving, caring. Not be too harsh on yourself. Little by little, you'll definitely improve, but it takes time. So give yourself that time. Relax your body, relax your mind. Son Bo Arahant Son Bo Arahant Son Bo Arahant now let us continue in silence, letting our minds be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. And let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city, filling the state or province, filling the country and the surrounding country, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our coworkers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Buddha Parapata Pajekananchayang Palang Arahantananchate Narakam Pantami Sapaso Sapaputanupavena Sapatammanupavena Sapasankhanupavena Satasoti. Part 1, 2, 3. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes, Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? As always, after we finish, notice how you feel. There's always a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions, because it's a way to help us see how we're doing. Always take that time to notice that. And that's how we continue to improve, finding out what works, what doesn't work. It'll help you adjust easier and easier. So, now that we've finished, I open the floor to you all if anyone has any questions or wonders. Also, hello Ash, thanks for joining in here on Zoom. And hello again Hakuzo and Sue on YouTube. Okay, so Hakuzo has a question. He's asking, how can Tai Chi be incorporated into meditation? Okay, so I have limited understanding of what Tai Chi is, but from what my understanding is, it is indeed a meditation in movement. And the way that they use the movement is actually to feel the energy moving from one space to the next. Very much like Kung Fu also does the same thing with Qi. So, in a way, it's like meditation in movement. It's just instead of having your mind focused on one specific place, it tends to follow the flow. That's what the Tai Chi movement is. This is from my understanding. I'm not a master in Tai Chi, so I couldn't tell you exactly, but this is from my understanding of what it can do, of what the technique does. So it's very, very similar. It's definitely a great exercise to do. And I'll have to go and talk to someone who does Tai Chi to learn more and understand it more. But from my understanding, it's really energy movement and helping us kind of get that balance of our body and mind together. Just like how Kung Fu and most martial arts, as well as our meditation. Because they all incorporate meditation, the focusing of the mind in a way. So yeah, thank you for your question. Okay. Any other questions tonight? Oh. Just a moment. Oh. So as you guys know, I came in late. I didn't even plug in my laptop. It's about to die right now. So, as you can see, so I guess quick share of the story of today. Had so much stuff going on. Barely got back literally late. Not in time for class, late. As you guys all know, I'm a very punctual guy. For class, it's almost always round the dot, whether you're ready or not. Usually that's how it is. But today there was really nothing to do. I really couldn't do it. If everything went according to plan, I would have been here at least half an hour before, as usual. But taking the bus, it's not always on time. It's always sort of on time or early and you missed it. So this time it was delayed about a half an hour or so. So my little window of half an hour cushion ended up being just perfectly late. And then I had to change the plan because, as you guys know, right now we're still in the process of moving. Most of my professional stuff is back at the old place, and so all my lighting and everything like that. And then here it's just the ceiling light and a new good camera, but it's not set up yet. So now it's all grainy and funny. And then using my old microphone. So yeah, a lot of funny stuff. But that's life. We do what we can in the time that we have, and then yeah, it happens. So I got here right in time, or right as I was a little late. So I'd say thank you again, Eric, because for those here on Zoom, our friend here, Eric, was able to let everyone know because I sent him a message because he's always here early. I'll let him know that I'm going to be late for sure because I was still on the bus the time I usually open the Zoom room. I usually turn the Zoom room on half an hour early so we can all chat. So yeah, it happens. Okay. Oh, hello Isaac. He says, "Hi LP, in the path of finding our authentic selves, what could be some roadblocks that prevent us within this journey?" Ah, okay. When trying to find your true self, a lot of the roadblocks that happen are expectation. Very much like in meditation, because when we start to have expectation of what we think we're supposed to be, it's not truly who you're supposed to be. And then not only that, it starts to add in the flavors of what everyone expects you to be too. It doesn't allow you to truly see what's in there. So when we're in that process, we have to simply just first center yourself. Meditation is a great way to help you understand your true self. And what's interesting is how Kunyai, our master nun, she said that the reason why she understands everyone is because she understands herself. Because deep down, we're actually all very, very similar. We all have the same defilements. We have the same good and bad that's within all of us. But once we start to understand why it's that way, or what kind of the little things that tend to make it tick, it helps us go, oh, I get it. And then you don't get angry about really silly things. It's kind of like how, as we grow up and become adults, we look at children arguing about things and go, ah, they're so silly. Like it's very inconsequential. It's not even a thing to be worried about or argue about. It's these different levels as we grow. We start to experience and understand it deeper. So, yeah. uh, one of the biggest roadblocks that tend to happen are that expectation that we put upon ourselves or that we hear from others saying that we're supposed to be. A lot of people who don't know me truly thought that I was forced into monkhood, thinking that, oh, maybe your parents told you have to do it or something like that, because my parents we're a Buddhist family, but they had nothing to do with it. They did not push me at all. They saw that I liked it and they're like, okay, go for it if you want. Supporting, not pushing. But it's because I was so young, and they would go, who does that? Especially in America, being an American kid. I'm like, yeah, I grew up like everyone else, but this is something that called to me. In your journey, there's always going to be something, but when you take your time to calm your mind, at least slow down and breathe, it becomes more clear. Yes, having a guide here and there, a friend who can help guide you or advise you, a teacher who you see that is guiding you, can help you go towards something more right for you. But usually they don't push you to the point where you're forced to do it. Because in the end, it's your life, you choose. And your choices are what help you move forward and grow. So, good luck on your path, but don't ever feel like it's not like what everyone says that you're supposed to be. Not quite. You can hear all that advice and stuff and go, okay, thank you for the information, and then you see what feels right to you. It'll start to work out. Okay. Oh, this is a wonderful reminder. I practice simply saying no expectation throughout my day. Thanks for the reminder. Very welcome. Oh, I was just gotta love Mercury retrograde. um, I know some other reference of that. But anyways, okay. Oh, Vivi says, um, oh, she says, I may want to share a real story of today. So Vivi says, bathroom was out of order. I was still an unrecited, still recited the mantra and still the mind. Don't think of anything. But Long Pu. Then I went to the bathroom and flushed it, asking Long Pu to help me, and the bathroom toilet was fixed. May I ask what is that? How it happened? Yeah, it's interesting. These kind of things do happen. Now, there is a lot of interesting things that happen in a lot of our members, where there are some things that really are interesting energy that's coming from our loving masters who share it with us, and there's also things where sometimes it just happened to be a little stuck and then it fell into place at that perfect coincidence, because there are coincidences and there are the things. Sadly, my meditation is not at the level I can tell you exactly what yours was, because sometimes I'll share one of my stories where it's very interesting. Okay, we're a little over time. It's okay. So here's a story of back in my first time ordained as a monk, and uh, my first year as a monk that year, and or that time, and I was with a group of monks in Thailand that were all the international monks. So we all spoke English, and um, what happened was we were at a special meditation retreat area in Chiang Mai, Thailand, in a place called Suk Sandot. It's a place for our monks and staff to go meditate. And while we were meditating, during that time, one thing that became like a popular thing to do was to light a candle and meditate. So we light a candle to symbolize peace, brightness, and wisdom, and then kind of like have it as an offering to show our gratitude to the Buddha, our teachers, this and that. So I started doing this. I was one of the first one to do it because I liked it. I like the candle. I just kind of like looking at it, meditate, and just let it just melt away, and then I'll either stop or already go to bed. But the thing was, I was smart about it. In Thailand, we had this thing called a kan. It's like a bowl that we use for like pouring water on yourself or like washing and this and that. So I had my candle inside of that. So I melted the wax on the bottom, stuck it to the bowl, and then I added water, at least a centimeter. And the thing's very, very big. So it's a good hand width of water. And just one little candle in the middle. That way, when it goes down to about a centimeter, the water will pull it out. So there's no danger. Okay, so that's what I did. My monk friend wasn't as safe. He used a very tiny little like plastic cup thing. It was made, that cup thing that he used was like a covering for an amulet. So it's not very big at all. The candle was bigger than the thing. And he put water in that little thing and put the candle inside. So I didn't know, I found out after the fact. I wake up and it's like itchy. It's like, why is there so much crud in my eye? It's like this and that, like some crud in. Why is it black? It's like soot. And then my monk friend comes over and he says, Clint, I made a little mistake. Like, what happened? So he shows me where he lit his candle. And in front of us, he made a little mini altar kind of thing. It was a paper picture of Long Bu, our great master, in front, like leaning on the wall, on top of his bed thing. And he had that candle, and the bottom of the and his that whole desk was just completely black. It was burned. Like there was probably a flame going on. But what's interesting is when we got there, the picture of Long Bu, which is a piece of paper, fell onto that flame. You can see that it was on the black spot, and that's what took out the fire. Yes. And I told him, he said, you gotta stop bothering him for these little things. This was a dumb thing. And, so it could have been coincidence also, but that one just seems, you could just see a complete fire that was burned into the wood. So yeah, be safe if you're playing with fire. And this is an adult. He was like 26 at the time. But so yeah, that's just some of the interesting things. Yeah, while yes, we can definitely ask for the power and goodness from our masters, from those who are above to help out. But at the same time, while many of them can help us out, don't bother them with these silly things. Instead, at least not in this case, okay? But a lot of times, it's because our mind's just calm. We've given ourselves time to calm down and then do the thing that we need to do, that it finally starts to work. Sometimes it's like when let's say your remote control on the TV or something stops working. You just kind of banging it around and everything. Why isn't it working? And you're just like, okay, calm down. Bing, it works. it's sometimes it's very much like that. It's us kind of getting that time to calm down. So that's one thing that really does help. And another thing is sometimes because we're calm, we're able to pull that extra energy to help out. And yeah, there are also interesting miracles that do happen. And you go, how did that happen? Yeah, so miracles do happen. It's not often, and little by little, just kind of experience as you go. Okay. All right, thank you for sharing that. It's very interesting. And then I end up sharing a bit of ours. Yeah, I have so many stories of a lot of silly stuff, both silly, really dumb, to funny, to just crazy. uh, but well, you know what? Wednesdays when we do Wisdom Wednesday, that those might be the days where I get to share some of these, share more. And so after I started thinking about it and seeing the polls, looks like Mondays will stay the same time as usual. So it'll be the usual 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern time. And then since Wednesday will become a Wisdom Wednesday, I might add an extra 15 to 30 minutes. But for now, it'll just be the same time. And then Friday will definitely be, we'll start to do an hour and a half. And what it is that we're going to have, we're still doing the same meditation as usual, but I'm going to allow us to extend it longer. That way, we'll try an extra 20 minutes first, see how everyone's feeling, and then we'll see from there. If you're like, yeah, a little bit more, then okay, we'll do a little longer. so that's what we'll start doing that next month, okay? When I finally get to move in. Okay. Ashley's saying, yeah, speaking about miracles and coincidences, you can read people's minds, right? I'm like, those are all coincidences, Ash. Yeah, there have been many times where we were talking and I just happened to be speaking of things in her mind. Yeah, I don't have that power, I guarantee it. Although my master does. There have been many times where just like, he answered me before I could ask the question. You go, whoa. So at the same time, uh, I might not exactly know or know what it is that you're thinking, but sometimes the energy just feels like something I should talk about. Because I know whenever I meditate, this may sound a little mystical-ish, but whenever I meditate, I think of our masters and say, okay, while I'm leading the meditation, why sometimes I talk about different things. I think to the masters and say, if there's something the master would like to share with everyone, please use me like a medium. Just send that information to me and I will share it to everyone. So then whenever a thought comes to me, I feel like it's the master saying, this is something that you should talk about. This is why I tend to adjust different things during meditation. So just a share and okay. So as we have come a bit over the time, but I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, and that's it today. Just YouTube and Zoom today. So everyone on YouTube, see you guys next time. For those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you like. Take care, everyone.